Okay, so Try 24/7, it's Saturday, it's at Sandown Park, and I'm joined on the couch this afternoon by Daley Thompson. Afternoon, Daley.
Simon, how you doing, all right?
I'm great, thank you. Now, people wouldn't necessarily associate you with triathlon, so how have you found the show today?
Do you know what? It's really busy, and there's a lot more stands and stuff than I thought would be here, and it's a really nice atmosphere. So many people are kind of so enthusiastic about the sport. It's a really nice half a day out.
And when I remember you competing, Daley, one of the things that I really remember about you, apart from your medal-winning performances, was the enthusiasm and fun that you had. Is that the sort of thing that you've enjoyed seeing here?
Yeah, I mean, everybody wants to stop and talk and about what I'm doing here and why I like the triathlon, and it's the same reason everybody else likes to triathlon. It's a great challenge, and you can get as much or as little out of it as you want to put in it, and most people seem to want to try and get a lot out of it.
Now, I see you wearing a Try St Lucia t-shirt.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that. You're an ambassador for that.
I'm an ambassador for that, and that's happening 22nd, 23rd of November. And obviously it's in St Lucia. It's going to be the first one. And it's a great island, a nice place to have a holiday, and hopefully it's going to be a great place to do a triathlon.
And a nice place to go in November.
A brilliant place to go in November, particularly if you want to do some good warm weather training and all that kind of stuff. It's some of my friends are going to come along, and I'm hoping that some of the other people coming are going to be of like mind, and we're going to have a great week and do some open water swimming and some running on the beach and generally having a good time.
But how did you get involved with that then?
Well, I've just been to St Lucia a few times, and been down there talking to some of the people that run triathlon in the Caribbean, and we just came up with this nice idea to do one down there that's no pressure and probably more fun and holiday than it is serious triathlon.
Okay, so obviously we've got onto this little advertising plug. Then how much is it going to cost?
That's a very good question. I don't know the answer to that.
So where can we find out? Website?
Yes, you can go onto the Human Race website, and they'll tell you all those bits.
And you're going to be there?
I am definitely going to be there.
But you're not doing the race?
And I won't be doing the race, not even in a team, because my problem is I can't swim, run or bike. So that probably makes triathlon pretty hard for me.
Okay, but you're still looking pretty good shape, so if you can't swim, run or bike, what do you do these days?
I go into the gym most days and do a little bike riding, to be honest, and generally just change exercise as soon as I start sweating or getting out of breath.
Yeah. Okay, and you mentioned Human Race there. You're an ambassador also for their Diamond Triathlon.
I am, and that's I think on 8th of September.
Right.
And it's down at Dorney Lake.
Yep.
And where they held all the Olympic rowing.
I was there.
Oh really? Yeah, great place. And that's a really good one, mostly because it's for beginners and that kind of stuff with some shorter distances. But the best thing about it is the scootathon, where all the little kids come along and scoot and run and just generally have such a fantastic time.
And that's what it's all about, is it's getting people active at a young age, really.
Well, the thing that I like, I think, again, another thing that I like about the triathlon is that, it's a family activity. Mums and dads bring their kids down there, the kids do their little thing, and then the parents can go off and do theirs. And I really like that, because I think that one of the things about being healthy is that you learn these kinds of things from your parents.
Yeah, and it's about being out there, isn't it? It's about getting the fresh air. There's far too many kids these days are inside playing on the computers.
I mean, I've got 5 kids, and sometimes my kids are guilty of exactly the same thing. So I think that anytime as a parent you get an opportunity to get healthy, have some fun with your kids, then you should try and take it.
So we talk about when you were young then, Daley. What did you do when you were a kid? Because there weren't any computer games then to play on.
No, do you know what? It was very old-fashioned. I was one of those kids that used to play outside all the time, and only used to come home whenever I was hungry. Yeah. So, unfortunately, life isn't quite that easygoing these days, and a lot of parents are very cautious about what their kids do, and which is a bit of a shame. But it's the way it is, and that's why sport these days has to go out and drag the kids in, because there's so many things that are trying to attract their attention.
So how did you? Because decathlon's not an immediate sport you think of as a kid, is it? I want to be a decathlete. But and I know you played semi-professional football.
Yeah, but that wasn't until I retired from athletics.
So how did you end up doing decathlon?
It was completely somebody else's idea. My coach Bob, he came to me one day and said, "Look, we've got 4 of the guys are going on a team decathlon, and one of the guys has got chicken pox. Would he just come and make up the numbers? I told him that I hadn't done 7 of the things before. He said it didn't matter because I was just making up the numbers. And I got 2 weeks to go and practice the pole vault and the hurdles and all that kind of stuff, and then I went and did it, and I had such a good time that I stayed with it. Oh, and I won.
Oh, and you won, yeah, that helps, and I bet we're all sick of it. This guy's never done it before, and he's beaten us all. So, what was your coach working with you on before sprinting?
It's sprints, yeah, sprints and long jump, yeah.
Okay, so I suppose in those days then, if you were out playing all day, you wouldn't have been classed as being hyperactive or all that stuff, but they are these days, aren't they?
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think that some kids, and I just happen to be one of them, but I think a lot of kids just enjoy the exercise, just enjoy running around and being competitive and being with their friends. So, obviously these days there's something wrong with you if you're doing that. So.
Yeah. Well, I was just trying to remember the other day. My school day when I was little was run to school from my house, which is about 600 metres, with a football under my arm. Get there, start playing football till the bell went, rush out as soon as we had playground time, run home for lunch, go back again, and then run home. And then we had a castle in our village, so we used to go and play on that and play around. No,
but I think that's how it used to be. I just had 7 weeks holiday over Christmas time in Australia, and we're very fortunate to be staying with some friends that have got a farm. And it was almost, like going back 30 years, because my kids were only coming home again when they were hungry, because it was very safe outside, no cars, no people, and they could just go out and play with all the kids. It was, it was really good for them.
So when you were growing up, if triathlon had been around, that would have been a sport for hyperactive children, wouldn't it?
No, I think it would have been. It would have been, it's a shame. But I think that all sports, as I say, have to kind of fight against all the things that are vying for kids' attention, whether it's video games or whether it's TV or whether it's cinema or music or whatever. And triathlon seems to be one of the best sports at the moment, at least, at attracting new people into the sport.
But if you'd been 15 again, it wouldn't have attracted you?
No, I don't think so, because all my athletic skills are in the blink of an eye. Mine are all fast twitch fibres, and unfortunately you need some endurance fibres to be any good at the triathlon. But again, it would have been good fun maybe just to have given it a go, but I wouldn't have been any good.
No, but it's good to see you and as an ambassador for sport, and I guess the guys of my age that looked up to you and saw you as one of those sort of elite, superstars really.
Thank you.
You were an inspiration and motivation, and I guess that you could still inspire kids with that sort of success. And
well, it would be nice, because I'd like to think that hopefully I inspire kids just to get healthy and do a bit of exercise. Because to be honest, I don't care whether people do athletics, triathlons, swim, judo, whatever. I just like to see them find something that's healthy and something that they can do for the rest of their lives.
Okay, so apart from your ambassadorship with the triathlons,
taking kids to school in the morning and picking them up.
What do you spend the most of your day doing then?
Getting ready to go and pick up kids and take kids to school, to be honest. And I do a little bit of charity work, and the rest of the time try and stay out of trouble, which isn't easy for a good-looking man like myself.
Daley, no, you still haven't lost those looks, that's for sure, and the cheeky little smile. Hey, listen, mate, it's been fantastic to meet you. It's been an absolute pleasure.
No problem.
And good luck with the triathlons. I hope you get lots of people out there. Maybe I'll come out myself.
There you go. Speak to John Lunt at Human Waste. You never know.
We spoke to him earlier, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speak to him again.
Thanks very much, Daley.
No problem. Thanks, son.